Someone from a ritzy family once explained to me that being fashionable shows lack of character. So now, when I meet some Beverly Hills type dressed head to toe in Prada yada yada, I think to myself, she lacks character. And the funny thing is, it usually turns out to be true. So I don't trust people who are too trendy. It's not that I aspire to dowdiness, although I have been spotted wearing socks with sandals. I just feel that when most people in the world don't own a book or a toilet, it seems just a wee bit selfish to buy a waitlisted designer handbag for some astromaniacal sum. I could feel very condescending towards these shallow fashionistas if it weren't for one dirty little secret. I live to shop. Yes, I am just as acquisitive as those brainless women I scorn. So how do I balance my high-mindedness with my base need for stuff? That's easy. I never buy retail. I spend my life scouring thrift shops, estate sales, and flea markets. That way, I can feel morally superior while satisfying my lust for goods. All kinds of goods. Vintage Bakelite jewelry, Versace sunglasses, Prada sneakers, Hartman luggage, antique chenille bedspreads, signed mid-century art glass, whatever. As with any addiction, there came a time when pleasure turned to pain. Every closet, shelf, and drawer in the house was overflowing with valuable items that were never used. I don't use the silk Armani slacks because I live in sweatpants. I don't use the vintage tablecloths because I rarely entertain. Who's got time to entertain? I'm too busy buying vintage tablecloths. My name is Annie, and I'm a shopaholic.
Hi, Annie. Welcome.
I wasn't expecting that, you got me. After a family intervention, I decided to go cold turkey. Oh, I wouldn't give up treasure hunting, but I would turn my compulsion into a business. I started selling my goodies, some on eBay, some to resale shops, some to private dealers. It was fun to have a little cottage industry, but like all entrepreneurs, I dreamed of the big score. The costume person from a film studio who would appreciate my exquisite taste and, since they were paying with somebody else's dime, would never haggle over the price. I would sit in the audience and watch a movie and think, that's my Escada blazer. That's my signed Weiss necklace. And so it came to pass. Twice a year, we have a huge yard sale to unload the surplus goods. At my last sale, a young woman named Laura Stutz showed up and announced that she was doing wardrobe for a DreamWorks movie. Just like in my fantasy, Laura gushed over my fabulous taste, phoned her assistant to check the sizes of various actors. She bought Anna Sui and Vivian Tom and St. John. She bought a Coach bag and some vintage jewelry. She was in a hurry to get back to the set, so I took a check for $400. She promised to come over every month to check out my inventory. My dream had come true. I was in business with Steven Spielberg. The check bounced. It wasn't just an oversight. The account had been closed for several months. I called DreamWorks and asked for Laura Stutz. No such person. Are you sure she's doing wardrobe on Santa Claus 3? No, that film was not DreamWorks, it was Disney. I called Disney and learned that the movie had wrapped 3 months ago. Laura Stutz was a total fraud. The assistant she talked to was probably a dial tone. She played on my greed, my vanity, and my pathetic eagerness to be a professional shopper for the movies. My miracle had turned into a be careful what you wish for fable. Is serve me right? Because as an unreligious, unsuperstitious, un-New Age mumbo-jumbo secular cynic, I ought to know that miracles do not happen. Just random events that end badly. of course, furious, but I was also fascinated by the psychopathology at work here. If you're a skilled con artist, why steal used goods from aging yentas at yard sales? Whatever happened to professional standards? Even criminals should aim high. I started leaving phone messages for Laura, sometimes several in one day. No reply, of course. We drove to the address on the check. No such person, of course. For many months to come, I was obsessed with revenge fantasies. I thought of all the things I would say and do to Laura Stutz if I ever ran into her. How I would make a loud scene in public, and my husband Benny would be there, and we would force her to pay me back. And so it came to pass. I walked into a lingerie shop not far from home, and there, writing out a phony check on the same phony checkbook, was Laura Stutz. Now, what are the odds of running into the evil person you dream of running into? How many of us have fantasized about that brilliant payback encounter with a philandering ex-boyfriend or the humiliating college teacher, all the time knowing it ain't never gonna happen? But it did happen. And just like I had imagined, I yelled to the owner, "Don't take that check, she's a con artist."
Yeah.
Laura looked up and said, just as sweet as could be, "Oh, hi there. I'm so glad I found you. I've been looking all over for you. I think I owe you money." Betty was outside on the phone, and I signaled him to come into the store. He thought I wanted him to show me some lingerie, so he just waved me. I tried again, and he finally got the message. We walked Laura over to the ATM machine, and as she handed me the cash, she said, "I know you don't believe me, but I'm really not a bad person." Laura, every single thing you told me was a lie. No, I'm exactly what I said. I'm a film producer. Poor baby. If she had only put her mind to it, she probably could have been. She had all the qualifications. And I guess I was wrong. Every once in a great while, miracles do happen.